Hi everyone, thank you for joining me, Tuesdays with Gail. Today is April 25th on this wonderful Tuesday. And just a quick reminder before I get into Zillow and Zestimates, homestead exemptions are due April 30th. Now April 30th falls on a Sunday, so you may want to plan ahead and actually get them in by Friday, or at least on Friday. You do not want to be late in turning in those or mailing in those homestead exemptions. I personally like to hand deliver. Harris County Appraisal District is right off of 290 near like Tidwell and Hollister. Yes, there's a lot of traffic, but that's one way that you can definitely make sure that they get it and it doesn't get lost in the mail. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and just get into what today's subject is going to be about, which is going to be about Zillow, our good old friend, and Zestimates. A lot of you go on to Zillow just to kind of get a sense of the value of your home and the neighborhood that you're at. And for some areas in the country, that might be good. That might work. In this area, it does not. So a couple of things. First, with your property protests that are coming up, your property tax protests, that's different from your homestead exemption. Your property tax protest is you protesting the value that the county's having on your home, because a lot of times it does go up quite a bit. And so, you know, there's a lot of values out there for your home. You have the property tax, Harris County, and then you have Zillow giving you some Zestimates. It's like, who do you believe, you know, whose word do you take? So first of all, I just want to let you know, if you live in the state of Texas, Texas is a non-disclosure state, meaning any property you buy, even if you're an investor not living in Texas, you do not need to tell anyone how much you purchased your property for. There's going to be a lot of people asking you questions. Harris County Appraisal District will mail you out forms to fill out and surveys to fill out to ask how much you paid for your property. And they may even ask the sellers how much they sold their property. But you do not need to fill anything out. Texas is a non-disclosure state, which benefits you as the home buyer and you as a home seller. If you have any more questions on that, please reach out to me and let me know. And anything that I covered today, any questions that you do have, inbox me and let me know. So let's get into Zillow and what a Zestimate actually is. So a Zestimate is Zillow's opinion of how much you can get if you sold your home. There are some areas that give enough data, and some people will give their information on Zillow. Even if you're not looking to sell your home, you'll still go into Zillow and tell Zillow how much, you know, your home is worth. You may go by the appraisal district, or you may go by if you've recently bought or sold, you may put it in there. And so that's where they kind of collect the data, is by you, the consumer. Now, being in Texas, again, you do not need to disclose anything, and I suggest you don't. But that's how Zillow gets their data. And so we're going to find out how accurate Zillow Zestimates are. So I'm going to switch over so you can see what we're talking about here. So this is the Zillow's website. I'm going to kind of pan in through here. And if we notice, the area that I'm going to be talking about to search through, excuse me there, is at the very bottom. So this is just Zillow.com. And then you scroll down to the very bottom, very bottom, and there's this little word down here called Zestimates. So that's what I'm going to click here. And it kind of gives you a brief description of what a Zestimate is, home value, and Zillow's estimated market value of your home. It's not an official appraisal. And then if we scroll down here, there's these different tabs. What is a Zestimate home value? Can Zestimate be updated? How can real estate pros work with Zestimate? And then how accurate is Zestimate? So I'm going to click on this one, because this is where some people kind of get misinformed in thinking that the Zestimates are the end-all, be-all of what your home is worth. So clicking here kind of gives you a little brief description of how accurate Zestimates are and why some areas might have more accurate Zestimates than others. Now, they do say here that for a percentage of the homes, half of all homes, for example, in Seattle, they give that as an example, half of the homes are within 5%. I'm just going to round up. 5% of the selling price. Half are off more than 5%. So that's Seattle sample. So I'm going to go down here and look through to see how accurate your Zestimates are. So this is out of 4 stars. We can see if you're in Atlanta, Georgia, or Baltimore, then they're pretty accurate. Charlotte, North Carolina, not so much. Dallas, Fort Worth, for some reason, Dallas, y'all like to give them a lot of your data. You don't have to. Houston, how accurate are Zestimates for people living in and around Houston? 1 star. So that's 1 out of 4 stars. Anytime you go, if you're living in and around Houston, anytime you go on Zillow and you type in and want to see how much you could get for your home, or you're going on Zillow to see how much your neighbors are selling homes for, this is not going to be the way to do it. Not Zestimates at all. And you can see it's been last updated February 7th. So just a couple months ago. So they do update it quite a bit, and you'll see Kansas City, Missouri also. You're in the ones. And this is good. This is actually good news for you as a homeowner or someone that's looking to buy a home. Since we are a non-disclosure state and you do not need to disclose to anyone how much you sold your home for, keep it up. Do not tell anyone how much you sold your home for, especially Zillow, because that will that can negatively impact how much you could sell your home for. It could also possibly negatively impact buyers if there is a certain area you're wanting and you're seeing that it's going up in value, but it really isn't. So if we scroll down some more just to kind of see how some of these other cities and states are doing. San Antonio, Texas, also 1 star. So that means anything, if you live in San Antonio, in and around, I know I have some friends in San Antonio, it's not so accurate. So do not rely on a Zillow Zestimate in San Antonio either. San Francisco, California, I'm heading there next week. Yay, for work. And I'm going there again later in May. So San Francisco, those of you there, not so accurate either. That's 2 out of 4 stars. All right, let's go down some more. St. Louis, Missouri, not that accurate. Los Angeles, yeah, y'all are pretty accurate out there. So again, this is to see how accurate your Zestimate is for your home value. Now, those of you who do have just 1 star, 1 or 2 out of 4 stars as far as accuracy for Zestimates, you may ask, where do you go to then to find out the value of your home? Because the Harris County Appraisal District or any appraisal district, they're not going to give you a good actual market value. Those are just estimates as well, and that's just for the purpose of taxing you. There's different ways in which they do their appraisals, and the way they do it is not really meant to be accurate, and it's not really meant to be what you use to price the sale of your home. It's just used to collect taxes for you. So one way in checking what your actual home value is, I'll show you one, and it's to visit my website. So let me open up a new tab. And those of you who do not know, in Houston, we have HAR.com. That stands for Homes and Rentals. So I'm just going to type that in here. And I do have a website through HAR. So it's www.har.com/Gail Medina. So it's that one right there. And this is what you'll see. Now, if you are wanting to know your value of your home, if you were to put it on the market now, not that you have to put it on the market, but just as an opinion. So this is for all of y'all in and around Houston or San Antonio. You scroll to the bottom, and right here where it says, what's my home worth? This is a market analysis. So since we now know Zestimates for Houston and the surrounding counties for Houston are not accurate, this is the next best thing to check what your home is worth. So you just click on that link and it'll open up to another page. Here you'll start filling in some information about your contact information, so I can contact you back and let you know what I found. You put your address, property type, how many bedrooms, the subdivision. You fill out as much as you can. It doesn't have to be completely filled out, just as much as you know. The more you can fill out, the better accuracy you'll get as far as market analysis on your home. And then once you're done, you could type in some amenities, if you have a pool or not. Once you're done, you just hit submit. It comes directly to me, and then I can give you a more accurate and fair pricing as far as how much your home is worth. Because as we can see here, these estimates are not going to give you, if you're in Houston or the surrounding areas of Houston, in San Antonio even, these estimates are not going to give you an accurate reflection of how much you can sell your home. So I know some of you also, for whatever reason, again, it's a free country, you decide to sell your home by yourself. So I know a lot of for sale by owners that I've come across, they say they, mark it on Zillow, and I ask them, how did you get the price that you're pricing your home? And they say they just went by what the Zestimate was and then just went a little bit higher. Well, that's not going to help you out either, because as we can see, these estimates are not accurate for Houston and our surrounding areas. The accurate way to get a good value of how much or good estimate of how much your home is worth, or the value of your home, again, is to fill out this short form here, send it over to me. A realtor, this is what we do. A realtor's expertise in that area, the information they're able to get as far as how many days on market and the average of what's selling in that area, and what are those things that people are wanting or looking for. That's what really kind of helps you get that accurate market analysis. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and cut that short. Again, that's www.har.com/Gail Medina, and then you just scroll to the bottom and then you'll hit what's my home worth. Now Zillow is still kind of cool and fun, just to kind of go through and see what's available or who's doing what in what areas of town or what areas of the country. But just really do keep in mind and let other people know that might be using Zestimate as an accuracy tool for pricing their home. Just let them know that it actually is not accurate. 1 out of 4 stars. So for people living here, just spread the word. If you know of anyone that is looking to possibly sell their home, or they're wondering how much their home was worth for whatever reason, either because they want to sell or they might be wanting to protest their taxes, just let me know, pass this video along, and they can inbox me. I've had some people already inbox and give me their address, and I've done some market analysis for them for the upcoming protests that several of you got mailed information about. So I'm here to help. That's what I do. So again, thank you for joining me. Any questions that you have about Zestimates, any questions you have about the accuracy of what a Zestimate is for you and your home, or if you have any questions about the market value of your home, please let me know, inbox me, or visit my website, even better. So have a great Tuesday. Don't forget, homestead exemption forms are due on Sunday, but you want to get them done on Friday. And go Rockets. Yay, they're playing tonight. Thank y'all for joining me. Bye.